Hey, Jeremy here. Today I would like to discuss with you a topic that you might be very familiar with or that you have heard before, and this is the concept of presence and what it means to be present in the moment. Now, I just kind of had a crazy week and my mind's kind of all over the place today, and I was reminded of this little technique that I would like to share with you. And now, first of all, what does it mean to be present? Well, this is characterized in terms of Buddhist philosophy and meditation as mindfulness. And simply what that means is to be aware of your surroundings right down to the finest details. So the reason this is so important to be present and to be in the moment more often than following around our various thought patterns is because this is such an amazing way to preserve energy, right? So when we're able to be more present more often, we're going to be more calm than if we were constantly thinking, right? Because a lot of these thoughts aren't necessary anyways. So practicing mindfulness is an amazing way to raise our energy levels, to be more confident because we will end up being much more calm. So this is obviously a very beneficial way to approach our day-to-day events and situations that we find ourselves in. So it's an amazing way to activate our mind's ability to solve problems as well, because obviously when the mind is more calm, we are better able to adjust to situations. And today especially, there's so many different things that are begging for our attention. If we want to be able to be more flexible and more adaptable into our lifestyle, practicing mindfulness is an amazing way to activate that the brain's ability to be effective and confident in how we approach each day. So this is very important. A quick little tip that I would like to share with you is mindfulness in terms of philosophy and dating way back into the ancient times of Buddhism, which I find very fascinating. This type of meditation and awareness was practiced as a way to flex the part of our brain that is able to stay focused. So obviously this can benefit us today in terms of being able to direct our attention and resist distraction because there's so much of it, obviously. So being able to stay focused is obviously a very important thing. And a little quick tip that I would like to share with you is something that I was just practicing before I got on to talk to you about it, is awareness of our surroundings, right? So meditation is probably the best way to practice mindfulness and the strongest way to flex our brain's ability to focus. But it's not always necessary to meditate for long periods of time or twice a day. We'll talk about that in some other videos. But what I would like you to do if you ever find yourself getting overwhelmed by thought or different situations is to take a few seconds even to breathe a little bit deeper and a little bit more noticeably than you normally would, and to simply just notice your surroundings. So when you're waiting in line for a coffee, or if you're driving, or if you're just in between meetings, for example, just slow down, take a few deep breaths, and just notice the details of your surroundings. So this means the sounds you hear, even the thoughts you were having. Just kind of step back and just notice, kind of feel what's going on. How do you feel? What are the colors in front of you? The objects, right down to the finest details. So even when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, it's a great practice. What does it feel like to actually brush your teeth? What is the sound and the sights of the water falling? When you're in the shower, what does it feel like? So just take advantage of these gaps throughout your day to notice your surroundings. And I promise, if you're able to do this quite often, this is a very fantastic, very effective way to calm down the mind and to be more present more often. So you'll be very surprised at what starts to happen if you're able to practice this more often.